Hi everyone, my name is Lisa, and I want to share my story with you about being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Back in 2008, I went to my doctor and asked to be checked for diabetes. So went through the whole lab testing thing, went back, and he said, yes, that I am type 2 diabetic. So I asked him what the next step should be, and he said that I should try to manage it because it is manageable with exercise and diet. So I'm like, okay. So it gave me 3 months. So the next day, I actually stopped eating sugar completely. I went on a massive search for everything I could possibly gather about diabetes and the foods to eat. So that turned me on to actually starting Dr. Atkins. So I started that right away. I also started checking my blood sugars, and that was costing me $8 a day. So I checked it 8 times a day, which I got rather obsessed about. Nonetheless, I started to eat a high-fat, high-protein diet, and got some results fairly quickly. I didn't actually get on the scale. I just went by what my A1Cs were. They were good at the beginning, and then they started to kind of go up a bit, and so then I went back to the doctors and asked what else I could do, and he said I could go to a workshop for diabetics. I'm like, okay. So I went to the diabetes workshop put on by Interior Health, and surprisingly, I knew more than they did with regards to nutrition and food. Majority of the people that were there actually, out of the 14 people that were there, 3 of us were only the ones overweight. So that was interesting, and the others were in shock and denial because people think that diabetes is only associated with being overweight. So left there quite discouraged, but still determined to go on and research more. That brought me to a website, Dr. Mercola. It was great because he's a doctor. He actually was suffering with insulin resistance and also had a family history of diabetes. So started to follow some of his principles. And then I just got kind of sidetracked and kind of, I guess, discouraged a bit because my A1Cs, even though I was eating a high-fat, high-protein, low-carb diet, my A1Cs were not staying the same, and I was also working as a carried with brain injury facility with adults. So I went back to the doctor and I said, asked him about metformin, and he said that I'd probably would like to try it. So going on what my doctor said, and I guess the trust, I started to take metformin, and right away my stomach bothered me. I just felt crappy, but I continued to work as a carried, and then I think it was probably about after 6 months, started doing more research and was actually talking to people who had been on metformin for a fair amount of time, and they were actually getting broken ankles, reoccurring broken ankles, broken bones because of the metformin. So I actually just stopped taking it. I didn't even consult with my doctor, just stopped taking it and made it a mission, my mission, to actually make sure that I could reverse this diabetes because I was bound, set, and determined. So that took me on a couple more adventures. I went to the Kushi Institute where I studied macrobiotics. I wanted to do that because there was a philosophy behind it, and there was so many testimonials on how a macrobiotic diet can actually reverse several types of disease, diabetes including. So went there for some intensive studies and found it very interesting and started to incorporate the macrobiotic diet into my life. So fast forward now, I actually, this is 2018, I stopped being carried because of the stresses of it, and discovering that environmental stresses and stress alone acts as sugar pretty much on your body. So I'm decided to actually stop checking my A1Cs. I didn't even do my test with blood strips anymore, because I think that was actually, I know that was an actual stress, because when I didn't see the numbers indicative to what I was eating, I said forget it. So I actually have not tested my blood. I haven't gone for blood work. I haven't tested anything for probably now, it's probably been at least 5 years. And where am I now? I actually have lost 65 pounds. I am showing no signs at all of any insulin resistance or diabetes because of my diet and lifestyle. And it's been absolutely amazing. So I want to actually share with everyone things that I've been doing to get to this point, and the things I'm going to be doing to actually continue with success and weight loss, and continue to be free of diabetes. So I look forward to doing some more videos, and thanks again for watching. And if you liked my video, just below or up top, just either share or subscribe, and I promise you that I'm going to be bringing you some great information that you can carry on to your life or to loved ones. And the other message I can give everyone is don't give up. Do whatever you can, whatever it takes to not be diabetic and to stay out of the healthcare system, because that's everything. So have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.